Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hall, and this is your full moon reading with spiritual guidance for April 19th through May 3rd, 2019. This full moon is in the sign of Libra, where a strong theme of balance is going to ask to take center stage in your life once again. The Easter weekend is going to be bathed in highly activating cosmic energies. This is exciting because, of course, this time of year is one in which the world is celebrating new birth and renewal in spiritual traditions around the world. And that sentiment will be abundant in the collective human spirit. However, sometimes rebirth isn't the most comfortable process, is it? With the highly activating new energy that's coming in, it is likely that sensitivities will be extra high during this full moon. We are receiving energy activations from the crown chakra all the way down to the heart. These energetic activations are good things, of course, because they are bringing you into sharper alignment with your purpose and reminding you of your spiritual origins. But if you find your sensitivity maybe too high or your emotions very strong, then I highly suggest practicing grounding. You can do this simply by breathing deeply and visualizing or willing a stream of energy to move downward, flowing down through all of the lower chakras and into the earth. Meditate and breathe deeply in this way for several minutes, and you're likely going to start feeling a very, very, very big difference afterwards. This practice is very helpful for integrating and balancing energy shifts as well. So let me know below if that works for you, if you enjoy practicing it. Note too that because many people will be feeling the intense energy of this full moon, it's likely that relationship tensions could arise. People may be feeling a little touchy or extra emotional at this time. And we're not only calibrating to our own energetic changes, of course, but also to the energy shifts that we'll sense in other people too. That means that the support systems that you relate with in the energetic web that connects you to your friends and your family may be undergoing a little temporary construction, causing a potential need to really compassionately and patiently communicate while you reestablish the balance and the boundaries. Remember, you have all the time that you need for your voice to be heard in your relationships. So there's no need to overexert or maybe chase conflicts at this time. It's much more helpful to take a step back and just give the energy a little time to settle down in your situations and just reveal whatever new perspective to you that you are meant to receive. For your spiritual practice, the angels are giving us the message that it will be very helpful to bring meditative stillness into the absolute forefront of your life. Practice moving into presence and stillness so that you can be as open and flexible as can be in the midst of these coming energy changes. Imagine that maybe you're floating on these changes, these energy waves, like a feather would float in the wind, letting it just take you wherever you're meant to go. And you'll be amazed at the new perspectives that you'll be guided to see, according to the angels. Also, work on releasing the ego in your interactions with day-to-day life by practicing non-attachment and non-judgment. I think every one of us can use a little reminder of that sometimes, because to suspend judgment opens and clears your mind long enough to open you to all the perspectives available in your situation, so that you can rise above seeming conflict and dance with life in perfect harmony. Now, right after we move out of the energy bath of the full moon, April 22nd and 23rd are bringing us the Lyrids meteor shower. So the intensely activating spiritual energy isn't wrapping up quite yet, because during this time you may find that you're having very intense dreams. Or for some of us, that your sleep is a little bit lighter than usual as you soak up the energy. So sync with the energy by breathing deeply again, and perhaps even getting outside in the hours before dawn. You can catch a glimpse of maybe a shooting star or two. That may be a great way to celebrate the magic of life, I think, wouldn't it? Now, we have one more very vivid, spiritually activating shift coming in, and that's coming on April 24th and 25th, I believe. The Pluto retrograde is happening. That's an annual retrograde, so don't worry about it. It happens every year. And what it represents is that there's a chapter of life coming in which you're guided to look into your human shadow and prepare to know it, integrate it, and heal it. We become whole and complete when we work to acknowledge our shadow in life's healing and growing process. To look at the shadow means to look at the often unsavory aspects of the attachments in our consciousness that seem to limit us. We become whole when we examine this aspect to the lower self, because it's only through acknowledging, exploring the shadow, taking responsibility for it, and accepting the shadow with love and forgiveness that we truly grow and welcome change. We have to acknowledge the shadow, or the lower self, in order to more fully embody and make space to know and move more fully into the higher self. So this truly is a very powerful moon cycle for growth and for what many people like to call ascension, which is just a fancy word for the natural evolving of your spiritual consciousness towards a greater realization of unity with all and with the source. This moon cycle likely won't be without its seemingly intense moments, but the angels want you to know that you'll do beautifully. When you need an extra emotional boost of comfort or support, call on the angels to send their healing and energy into your heart and to help you to focus on grounding and balancing all the areas of your life. Let's try this together now. Place your hand over your heart and take a deep breath. And let's hold the following words in our spirits. Dear angels, please guide me closely throughout all new energies and changes that I meet on my path. I surrender to your vibration and allow myself to merge with your perspective and peace. Guide me in remaining balanced, focused on love, and rooted in the present moment. And so it is. Beautiful. I think it's about time now that we go to our oracle cards for more guidance. Today I am working with the Keepers of the Light Oracle card deck by Kyle Gray. And as usual, we will shuffle and just let Law of Attraction bring us the messages that we need most today. Our first card is Isis, with the message Magic Manifesting. Magic Manifesting. As I tune into the energy of this card, I feel Archangel Raziel, the angel of mysteries and higher spiritual wisdom, coming forward. Raziel wants us to know that anytime there are big energy shifts in our lives, we have the opportunity to change our perspectives. And because we're changing our perspectives, also to manifest brand new conditions around us. In fact, Raziel says that what is key to holding and maintaining higher cosmic vibrations within you, so that you can benefit from them, is to shift your life to become a better container for that vibration. You may find yourself feeling at odds with old lifestyle structures, with old relationship patterns, thoughts, or beliefs, and that's okay. Because all that is doing is telling you that there is something that needs to change there so that you can be in better alignment with the high intentions that you hold for yourself and who you desire to become. To manifest that dream or desire, you have to make your lifestyle, your relationships, your thoughts, beliefs, and all the patterns into a proper vibrational space holder for that dream or desire. So listen, allow, be open, be flexible, and move with the changes that Spirit encourages in your lifestyle at this time. Allowing yourself to let go of unhealthy attachments to past worn-out patterns is the way to manifesting something big at this time in your life. And the angels see that this is your path to receiving the answers to your prayers. And know that they always answer every single prayer, by the way. We just have to get good at letting ourselves receive those answers, those interventions, those miracles, those blessings, by taking the necessary human action steps to be their container. So let's go to our next card. Our next card is the Cernunnos card. Cernunnos with the message Life Force. Life Force. Beautiful. This card is all about creation, rebirth, renewal, fertility, and abundance. Right away, I'm hearing from the angels that this message is here so that we can breathe life, vitality, and vigor into our personal life changes and manifestations by engaging with our inner creative fire. All of us have an inner creative fire. When I work with my clients, I often sense it, living sometimes in the belly or maybe down in the lower spine. And we can stoke this inner creative fire energy when we do things like exercising, dancing, singing, painting, adventuring, or in some other way just creatively pursuing our passions, expressing ourselves, feeding our senses with beauty. According to Archangel Jophiel, the angel of beauty, to recognize something beautiful is to recognize the presence of God. So when you feel drawn to something passionately, because it is beautiful and it makes your soul sing, it's because the discovery of God lies within that thing for you. With all of this releasing of old lifestyle patterns and making way for new vibrations, it's helpful to spend time creating and moving our energy around passionately and joyfully so that we can welcome the new, higher spiritual presence in. Think of little babies, human babies or even animal babies. They're always playing, pursuing their curiosities, and following their hearts so naturally. This is what we do when new consciousness arrives. Joyful play and sensory exploration and following passions gives the spirit a canvas to paint upon. It gives the seeds of new life a plane upon which to root, to sprawl out, to grow, and discover reality from the perspective of that new consciousness. The angels want you to know that it is part of your life's purpose to play and enjoy yourself, because these are the vibrations that welcome and hold heaven to earth for all. And what a great assignment that is, isn't it? I like that. Let's see what our final card has to show us. We have the Holy Amethyst card. Holy Amethyst, with the message of divine alchemy. Divine alchemy. Beautiful. So alchemy is traditionally a magic that was famously described often as turning lead into gold. Lead into gold. In other words, alchemy is the transformation of heavy, lower vibrating things into light, higher vibrating things. This was in fact a metaphor for the idea of transforming the lower self, or the ego, into the higher self, or into the divine part of us that resides in the unity with God always. The angels want you to know that they have guided this message into your life today, this card, to tell you that you have the power within you to transcend all seeming challenges with ease, so long as you believe in yourself and confidently commit to making the changes necessary to shifting into higher consciousness. We all have the power and potential to be the alchemists of our own lives and to polish ourselves until we are golden. And my love and prayers are certainly going with you as you do this. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'd love to keep in touch with you on social media, where you will find my daily oracle card posts and lots of angelic tips to support you every day. You can find links to my social media pages in the description below, as always, along with the link to join my email list for monthly channeled messages from the angels that I like to send out to all of you. And the link to my website is sarahhall.com, of course, right down below, where you can sign up to work with me in an angel session to receive energy healing and messages from your angels and guides. It's truly my honor to be connected with you. Know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!